Hello, and welcome to Bad Things Worse. In this episode, we have my little brother Albert, and as always, me and my father.
Hey there. Today we are going to be taking on the game of Monopoly in Bad Things Worse.
Yes, Monopoly, the classical game where we have to always explain the rules
That's
first, right?
So Monopoly is a classic, actually. So my understanding of the origins of Monopoly is actually it was a rib against capitalism. So it's back when communism was becoming popular, and so Monopoly.
It was like during the Great Depression, wasn't it
Yep.
made? I learned that at a trivia question at Chick-fil-A.
Exactly. During the Great Depression, they came up with this game Monopoly that was basically saying, like, isn't it terrible how capitalism works and the horror of capitalism and taking over and trying to buy up all of the land and put your hotels and houses on it, and people are like, this is awesome, and then it became an instant classic. Yep.
Yes, and then that's basically, so you will roll a dice to move around the board, and you can buy, and with your money you can buy properties, and if you get like and if you get an entire set of a property, you can build on it, and it's like this, and if you land on a hotel that's not yours, then you have to like pay money.
Yeah, pay up. It's like $1,000 or something.
And then it was like prison. And if you run out of money, then you lose, and your goal is to be the last man standing.
That's right.
That's the premise.
That's right. Yep. Yeah, that sounds about right. And so you just keep on going around the same board over and over again, and you roll 2 dice, right?
2 dice,
to be able to go. So you can you have to move at least two spots in a maximum of 12 spots, and if you roll doubles, if you roll the same, so if you roll a 3 and a 3, then you get to go again. But if you do that 3 times in a row, then you go to jail.
Yes.
Right? All right. And there's jail.
And then you have to roll doubles to escape jail. It's a whole complicated game. I would recommend looking at the Triple S Games tutorial on how to play it if you don't know.
I've never heard of Triple S.
Triple S Games, short strategic, I don't know, whatever.
Huh,
I forgot the last S.
Cool.
It's another YouTube channel that follows how to play games.
Excellent. All right. Cool. Learn something new.
We should just redirect all of our viewers to that.
All right, so I think that we've covered the basics of how Monopoly works. Everybody gets their own little piece character, a character that they start with, like a thimble or like a top hat.
Yeah, there's a thimble, a dog, the most random stuff.
A wheelbarrow, I think. I think it's like what people are associated with the Great Depression. I don't know. I'm not sure actually. So all right. So this game is a classic. I think something that I really don't like about Monopoly is how long it takes, which we've actually made fun of in another podcast.
I'm pretty sure in at least 2 of our podcasts, we have made fun of how long Monopoly is.
It's just something. It's something.
It's, yes.
So what are ways that we could make this game worse?
So, I'm trying to think about other games and their bad components, and trying to think of how we can add that into Monopoly.
Yeah.
Albert, say something to let the viewers know that you're here. Okay.
All right. There he is. He's here.
He's here.
So, let's see. Something about Monopoly is the dice component. I'm trying to think. Let's think about what makes Monopoly a good game, and then we can tear that apart, essentially.
Yes.
So, what things that are nice about it? It's actually a pretty challenging game. So there's a nice balance of strategy and luck with Monopoly. I think that's why it's
strategy,
so enjoyable.
skill, luck. It even teaches kids stuff such as money management skills.
Oh,
Yay!
Also trading and bartering. So that's an aspect of the game. So if you don't trade at all in Monopoly, it will never end because you'll never get a set of 3. Like random chance, you're not going to get a set of 3.
I have.
So it teaches it. I mean, it's not that it's impossible. It's just unlikely. If you play with 2 people, it's far more likely than if you play with 4 or whatever. Anyways, so that's an aspect of it. Is just there's skill, luck, strategy, negotiation. Those are all things that you have to use in it. Perhaps, what are ways that we could make?
Oh, I know. You know how jail you can like get out by paying a fine or rolling doubles?
Yeah.
What if we made it just like utterly impossible to escape jail?
All right. So it's like debtor's prison.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
You just stay in it until
So
you.
it costs like $3,000 or something to start to get out,
Uh-huh.
or you can roll doubles like 2 times in a row.
Ooh, and we'll make it like the real prison system where they charge you to be in jail.
No,
Yes.
4,000. 4,000 bucks.
Every turn that you're but like we want to make it so you can pay your way out of jail.
Okay.
However, you're just completely crippled and broke if you do.
Okay.
And then it's like, so you can try to roll doubles, but if you don't roll doubles, then you get like, then you have to pay an extra fine that's like, I don't know, just $300 just for being in jail.
All right.
Something.
And then if you roll doubles, do you just automatically get out?
Yes.
Or okay, so double still gets you out, but then your debt load just keeps. They just keep taking money from you until you're basically broke. Okay, I actually like this. So going to jail is like this, like
It's basically,
you are just gonna lose.
If you're in jail, you're
so
done.
much money. Yeah.
If you're in jail, you can't win.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right.
And you know how you need like, how there's only like 3 properties?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to get all 3 properties to start like, I don't know, what is it?
Building houses.
Building on it. What if we made it so the properties are like 8 big? So it's like, so it takes forever to get all of them.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. You have to get 8 properties. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
No, we should make it. We should make it so the police are after you at all times. So you have to be able to go far enough so they don't
Oh, I
get you.
actually like that. So there's
Yes,
like a
yeah.
couple police officer like tokens that just randomly move to different parts of the board.
Well, no, you know how
I
there's,
love it.
You know how there's the jail, how it starts like so you would need to pass like, it's the one, there's on each corner there's a big thing, which
Uh-huh.
is like either go to jail, free parking, jail, or
Yeah.
go space. But like how you know how the jail is directly behind like the go space?
Yeah.
What if we made them start there and like go, I don't know, 5 a turn?
Mhm.
And if you're in that 5 or you're on it,
Okay.
then you then they send you to jail.
Okay.
If you wait, we need to make it so you can commit crimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the community chest, you're robbing from the community chest, and the police come after you if you do.
And you can smash through people's houses. You can smash
you get
through
money for the
people's
community
houses.
chest, but then like you have to roll a dice, and if you roll like an even number, then you go to jail because the police catch you or something.
Yeah.
No. And you can and we should also make it so like you can smash through people's houses and the police go like, super fast after you.
So
So
you
it's
can
like
actually.
almost impossible to
Oh,
escape.
Oh.
you can break people's houses, and then the police come. I see what you're saying.
I
That's
see-
good. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, so hear me out. So here's how it could work from a rule standpoint. So when you land on somebody's house, so like you have like properties, right? So
Yes.
so I'm playing against Judah, and so like when I land on one of his houses, I can say I will not pay you. In fact, I'm going to like rob your house, and
Yeah,
then
you
you have to
smash
roll
through
a
it.
dice. And if you roll a 6, then you like successfully rob. And so instead of like having to pay Judah rent, you take that amount of rent from
Ooh,
Judah.
yeah.
But if you roll anything other than a 6, then you go to jail.
No, let's make it 7 because then it's like possible.
Oh.
Yeah, 7s are the most likely with 2 dice.
Uh-huh.
The most likely number to roll, but still like not it's not like 50% odds. Okay,
Yeah.
guys. So we had to cut out some because of a call. But what were we talking about? Where were we?
I actually don't remember where we left off.
We were talking about guys.
Uh,
Comment down below where we were.
No, so there was we would steal. Like,
Oh yeah, you can break through houses and you steal from them. However, the police spawns like, I don't know, 10 tiles before you and starts chasing you, right?
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know about the police spawning. I feel like
So the police are always there. However, they'll start chasing you.
I think that we're overcomplicating it. I think that there's like
They just randomly move to your
you
random
get
spot
like
every
when
day.
you land on somebody's house, you normally have to pay them. like we have the option of saying, I'm not going to pay you, I'm going to rob
okay,
you
so I
instead.
see.
And then you roll a dice, and then that part of the game is over. I think like it's okay to add
Okay,
police as a separate construct, and we can add like corrupt police, also like shake you down. I'm thinking that the name of this Monopoly should be Late Stage Capitalism Monopoly,
Dad, can we accelerate?
or Monopoly Late Stage Edition.
Nah, there has to be something more like ringy to it, you know?
But it's perfect, Judah. So like Monopoly was originally to be a
Well, we already explained this at the start.
right, but now people are saying like some people think that we're in like this late stage capitalism, which is kind of the end of capitalism, and so this Monopoly is to like be against that. Judah's not convinced.
What the Sigma?
I just became a lawnmower. Sorry. My lawnmower possessed me real fast.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I mean, we can do that. It's just like, I feel like not that many people would understand if we ever put this horrible, horrible game out on the market.
They would understand plebeian uprisings.
Yeah, that's common knowledge. That's common knowledge. Common knowledge, Dad.
All right, fair enough.
But
Okay.
yeah, I guess that's fine. Now that I look at it from.
Okay, so what are some other things that we can make Monopoly terrible with? So I like that. Let's you put out an idea there earlier around having 8 of the same tile. So there's usually sets of 3 and sets of 3. I'm thinking to keep it simple, it should be a set of 6.
Sure.
All right. That way we're not having to change the whole tile setup, but you have to have 6 of the same tile, the same grouping, and that would mean that there's only 4 groupings total. And we should make it that it's a 5-player game only, so one person gets choked out and unable to play by default. 5-player game only. You can't have 6 players. You can't have 4 players. You have to have 5 players.
So you can only play with 5 players, is what you're saying.
That's right. Yep. And
Okay.
then by the nature of the game, only 4 players have even a minor chance of winning. All right.
I like this. What if we could make the board bigger? Well,
Okay.
What if we made the board like twice as big or something, and then every 10 spaces there was like a go to jail.
Okay.
Wait, so every time you
Go
have
on.
10 spaces, you would go to
So
jail?
you know how it would kind of be like a 3x3 grid.
I'm not following the 3x3 grid.
So imagine just a 3x3 grid, and then
Okay.
each of those ones, and now delete the center of that 3x3 grid.
Okay, I'm with
And
you.
on each of those, add in each of those spots for the 3x3 grid, pretend like there is a go to jail, and then one of them is the start space, and then in between each of those go to jails, there's like 10 spaces that aren't go to jails.
Okay. So you would have to there'd be 30 spaces between each corner then?
20, right? One, yeah.
Okay.
Something like that.
So it's like a 20 by 20 is what we're talking about then?
Yes, I think.
With go to jail on each corner?
On each corner and in the middle
In
of
the
each
middle.
run.
Alright, I'm
Of
with
each
you.
long thing.
Alright, I'm with you. Okay. Alright. So it's a ridiculously long board to go around. But then now we've added a whole bunch of new board pieces, right?
Yes.
Oh, I got it. So I've been thinking about another thing for this. So you know how there's chance in Monopoly? Are you familiar with what I'm talking about? So,
Yeah, or like the cards.
right. Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
card. So that's one of the elements of randomness in the game. So let's continue to have chance, but let's just make the cards really down. There's a lot of downside risk and almost no upside risk. So like, if you've ever played it, like every once in a while you'll get a chance card that's bad. Like you gotta pay money or something.
And then sometimes and then every once in a while there's one that's like great, like escape jail.
Most of them are great. Like,
Yeah,
I think the chance cards are generally skewed towards the positive. I think that we should extremely skew them towards the negative.
Like
It's
there
like
is
go to jail.
like every 20 cards there's one good one.
Yep. And so like now all these pieces, all these new tiles that we've added,
Yes.
they should all be chance.
Oh my god.
Like,
So you're just constantly like falling on chance and then having bad luck fall upon you.
Every like 6th tile or something.
Yeah.
We need it to be or every 7th tile, so you're most likely to land on it for your very first turn.
Every seventh tile is a chance. But you've added. So it used to be a 10 by 10, and now it's a 20 by 20. So you've doubled the number of squares. So what are we using all the squares for? Like what are they?
They're just more properties and more chances. Okay, yeah, let's add a ton of chances.
That's what I was saying. Like we just add just like half of the game now is just like hitting chance, and the chance is almost always like misfortune.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because we're trying to make this terrible, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
That would be pretty terrible.
No, we're trying to make this game fantastic. That's the name of this podcast.
The Fantastic Monopoly. All right. What else we got?
What are you looking
So far along we were in this game.
at? We are. Well, that's not the exact time because we're gonna cut out some of it. Okay, all right, we're getting sidetracked. So what is there anything good about this still?
The gameplay is gonna be. You know how like Monopoly is like a pretty long game, anyways.
Yes.
We've just made it so much longer because instead of a 10 by 10, it's a 20 by 20. So that means that. That would take twice as long to get around the board. Yeah, it would take twice as
No,
long
it
to
would
get
be
around
like
the
4
board.
times, right?
Well, I was thinking about that. A 10 by 10 would be 40 spaces total, right?
Yes, and now it's.
And then if it's 20 by 20, then it'd be 20 to the first quarter, 20 to the second quarter, that'd be 40.
Oh, I see what
Right?
you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it'd only double it. But that means that if you pass and go, you get $200. Is that usually
Yes.
how-
What if we take away? I was just thinking about that. What if we like take away $500 for pass and go?
So every time you pass go, you lose money?
Yes.
I don't know if this game is winnable then.
I kind of don't want it to be winnable.
Yeah.
Well, technically we're taking their money. Wait, no, we're making it shorter
Yeah?
because we're taking their money faster.
Okay.
And the faster we take their money, the faster the game ends.
So we just take the people's money and they don't actually. No one wins.
So
It's like a game of attrition.
But no, it's not because someone always wins.
You're right. Somebody wins. Whoever doesn't go bankrupt.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So it's just like instead of like winning by like having like a bunch of hotels and houses and properties, like
win
you
by
basically
getting
have just
lucky.
outlived.
No.
You have to outlive.
No, I know.
What?
So there's like a bank, and if you land on the bank, all the people's money in it just gets smashed, including yours. So then it's like the money in the bank just gets destroyed.
What if like every time you passed this bank tile, you had to put in a certain amount of money.
Okay.
And if you pass that bank tile again, you would get that money again. However, it's like doubled. But if you land on the bank tile, you can have the option to break the bank.
Okay.
And it's like you have to roll 7 or whatever. And if you can do it, then you steal all of the money that was currently in the bank.
Yeah.
However, if you fail, you just die.
Huh.
You just lose.
Okay. I was thinking like that we could name this like Monopoly Survival or Survival Monopoly.
Yeah.
Because all you're trying to do is just out-survive the people that you're playing against.
Monopoly Apocalypse Edition.
Monopoly Apocalypse. I think this Monopoly Apocalypse. I love that. Put addition at the end. Monopoly Apocalypse. We should make the chance cards like even like lava runs over house like like volcano explodes, blotting out sun.
Sun explodes.
Yeah, sun burns out.
Your house blows up
You
somehow.
lose $10. Just make it some like trivial amount of money then.
You take
Global
one.
pandemic, lose $5.
You get a one. No, it should be like if you roll a one, then you lose $10.
If you can't roll one, there's 2 dice.
If you roll a 2.
If you
Yeah.
But that's
if you roll a 2,
Yep.
if you roll doubles, you lose like
$10.
$100
Yeah.
every time you roll doubles.
But you get to go again.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Survive, like, so this is Monopoly Apocalypse. I like it. I think that it's official. We have definitely made Monopoly a good game, sometimes bad, definitely worse than it was.
Yeah.
Definitely worse.
It was already pretty bad.
We don't. Some of our listeners might actually like Monopoly though, so we don't want to dish it too much.
I'm pretty sure we've already done that in other podcasts.
Yeah, it's true.
I think that's too late at this point to be saying that.
Yeah, fair.
Very sorry if this is your first podcast and you like Monopoly. Do
Yeah.
not listen to our other podcasts.
Because we make fun of Monopoly at those. All right, thanks everybody. All right, with that, we'll call it a wrap.
Bye.